Hi everyone, this is kayDbait on my channel. I'm going to be talking about politics again, and the reason I'm making this video is because I am just flat out tired of corruption. I'm tired of the way politicians are treating the people, the entire system. Obviously there are good people, obviously there are people trying their best to make it work, and I'm not saying anything about them. I'm saying this about the corruption, the laziness, and just everything about politics that is annoying the population, the majorities of people, even the minorities. I shouldn't say majorities. Just mudslinging, laziness, corruption, kickbacks, people that aren't doing their jobs. Okay, there are people that are just incompetent at their job. There are people that admit it. There are people that don't admit it. The people that admit to horrible scandals and then won't resign. The people that admit to these horrible allegations and they say it's true, of course I did it, and I'm not stepping down because you can't make me because this is my job. No, I do not like that. Okay, inexperience in itself isn't bad. Learning to do something improperly, or just flat out doing something improperly and not attempting to do better, and dogmatic traits, that's bad. That is, a politician or anybody in any field that is not fit for that job and is not trying to become fit for that job, they are bad. They are one of the problems with America. Just in a generality. This is for every kind of person, this is for every kind of field. There are people in every field that are like this. They are dogmatic, they're doing it badly, they're doing it wrong, they're hurting people. This is more apparent in corporations because they have more of an impact, but they're everywhere. Okay, people like Arnold Schwarzenegger, now he admitted that he tried, and he was so blown away with the corruption, he actually said this, the corruption, there was no way he could have known the corruption was that bad. And that was just one of the first things that he said. Obviously, there's been scandals with him. There's been all kinds of other things with him. Those don't matter. A scandal in itself doesn't matter. It's an irrelevant thing to do with them as opposed to their job, as related to their job. If he had all of these, whatever he had a secret child, and all this other weird stuff going on. That has nothing to do with his political job, but they made it part of his political job, and he said he will not run again. Fine. That has nothing to do with anything. He tried. I watched his political career, and he started off, and he tried, and he couldn't do it. So he admitted he couldn't do it. He admitted it was much harder than he thought, and he's going to step down. The whole allegations of having the secret child and all this other stuff that wasn't relevant, obviously it helped push him, but again, it's the idea that I'm not talking about the scandals. They should step down because of the scandals. I'm saying they should step down because they don't know what they're doing. Those kind of scandals. The kind of scandal where they vote for things that they didn't say they were going to vote for, so they're not relating to the people, or the people that don't vote at all. There are people in politics that don't vote. There are the people that have that are laundering money to people they shouldn't. Those kinds of scandals. Those kinds of things they should step down for. I'm tired of the people that are doing this and not stepping down, or even the people that are doing this and will step down, but the person that goes in is just as bad. These things in politics are so prominent, and they're everywhere, and yet no one's trying to fix it, at least not as their goal. Their goals are like, well, yeah, I'll look into it. We're looking into it. It's the people that are doing that, not the government officials themselves. There's not enough inside monitoring to tell this. It's all these outside things that are looking into it on their own. The news, the paparazzi, just the people that are involved, finally whistleblowing, is those kinds of things. But there's not enough oversight, insight. There's not enough any of that. So what I'm saying is I don't have any experience in politics. I don't. I'm not pretending I do. But I can do a much better job than those corrupt officials ever could do. They're hurting people. They're hurting the government. They're hurting the system. They're hurting everybody. I would do so much better than them. Not because I'm a good politician, but because I'm a morally good person. And just that on its own, I'm not saying morality makes you better than people. I'm not saying morality makes you good at any job. But in a job where you are supposed to do this, you're supposed to be representing people, the people, America, your constituents. That requires a form of morality where you will do it for them. Not for me, for them. Can you do that if you're corrupt? Can you think past yourself? If you're getting $1 million a year, and if you were to do that, you wouldn't get $1 million a year? I would take every single one of those things that they get, those grants and kickbacks and all that stuff, and I would donate it to all kinds of stuff. I would say, thank you so much for all of this money. Vote for the Help You Foundation, the giant corporation, and just mess with the little guy funding. Well, I'll take the money, but I'm donating it to, save the African dying children. Bye. And sooner or later, they'll stop doing it. At least to me. Because I will openly and publicly say who offered me money, why, and if they were wink, wink, nudge, nudge, help us. Because that kind of stuff needs to stop. Them offering and us taking, us being politicians. I'm not a politician. But just the loop has to stop. And it has to stop somewhere. And if it's not going to be them, it's going to be me making them and me. I would not take a dime, but I would put their money to something good. Because all it is it's them trying to give me corruption, and I'm going to take that corruption and make it good, positive. I would openly take the money, and then I would write the check and hand it off to the next guy right there. Because it'll blow them out of the water, and it'll blow them out of the water, and then I'll be everywhere as, is he good or bad? He just took a kickback. And it'll change things. For the best or worst, I could have the worst reputation in the world. I don't care, because I'll be doing the good thing. I'll be doing the right thing. I don't care if my name is horrible. Because that doesn't matter. My name doesn't matter. I don't care. If the system's not going to let me do it, I'm going to go past that. That's what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm doing right here. I'm getting my ideas out there so people know who I am. Maybe someday I'll change something. That's what I hope. I want stuff to be better. I want stuff to be good. I hate the world as it is right now because good guys can't do anything anymore. They used to. They used to be wonderful. There's still a few people that fell through the cracks in a good way. But most of the time, it's the people already in power helping the people that will help them in power. So it's a loop. It's that corruption loop. And it's everywhere. It's in every facet of our lives. And it's so instilled in the people, at least the American people. I don't know about abroad. I'm still learning about those things. But it's so instilled in Americans that it's just expected now. It's okay that they're not doing what they're supposed to do, because no one's doing what they're supposed to do. If I was in their shoes, I would do it differently. But if the average person was in their shoes, they'd say, well, maybe I'll accept. Maybe it's all right. Because there's so many things thrown around to show doubt that no one can say, well, what is it? You can't prove it. That's the argument, and then everyone's like, well, we can't. Obviously, it's a horrible thing that happened, but we can't pin it on the guy that actually did it, because, we can't. So, as opposed to standing down, they'll just stay there forever. So, I'm going to run for some political office. I just need my foot in the door. I want to change things, and I'm trying to. I'm trying to get people to be better people. I'm not saying they're bad people all right now, and I'm saying, oh, I'm holier than thou. No, I want the government to be something to be proud of. And right now it's not. There are people that are very patriotic. Patriotism is great, but right now I'm not patriotic. I don't like where government is right now. I do not like the political parties as they are. Democrats, Republicans, neither of them are good right now. I'm not saying that everyone affiliated with both parties is bad, but I'm saying the parties as a generality are bad, and I want to fix them. I want to fix everything. Obviously, it's a very, very big goal, and I might be foolish to try and fix things, but if I'm not going to try to do it, and the next guy is not going to try to do it, when will it get so bad that people will start revolting? Or when will it get so bad that people can't revolt? Who makes the first move? I want to try. That is why I want to try. Because if I don't, I'm no better than anyone else. And trying is at least my way of saying, I care. That is what I'm all about. That's what I'm doing. That's what I care about. I care about everybody. I don't care about this or that or that. I care about everything. Because if you don't, then you're biased. And bias doesn't work anymore. It can't work. Education, I can't remember the other words. Education shows my education. But no, there are things that are important. There are things that are relevant. There are things that are wrong. There are things that are right. I'm trying to get all of those fixed so people know at least where I stand. And that's what I'm doing. That is my first step. So, thank you for watching, and leave a comment, please. And I hope you all have a nice day, and I hope very much that this makes at least a little bit of a difference. So take care.